Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, The Real Super Sam. Today is a new Forgotten Spider-Man Rogues video and I hope you enjoy. The Scarecrow is my favorite supervillain, Jonathan Crane, master of fear in Gotham City. This is not about this Scarecrow today though. But this one, Ebenezer Laughton, this is a supervillain who actually scares me. Yes, this guy is super creepy. He started off as a nobody, then grew, and unfortunately is still a thrown around forgotten character. He is dark, bloody, and fights less popular Marvel characters at the time like Ghost Rider and Falcon. His life is super interesting, and this video is all about it, so let's get started. This Scarecrow first appeared in Tales of Suspense issue 51. Scarecrow started out as a performer and today he has helped Iron Man catch a crook. Iron Man remarks on how he's happy Ebenezer's on the side of the law. Ebenezer gets the idea to become a supervillain to get more money and excitement, and he sees a Scarecrow costume in a window and decides for that to be his identity. He robs Stark Enterprises and easily beats up Happy Hogan and tricks Iron Man. Scarecrow gets away at the end, leaving Iron Man to get him next time. He was next in Uncanny XMen issues 22 and 23. Scarecrow and a bunch of other villains take turns capturing each of the X-Men for the Magia crime family. He and his gang have a briefcase to hold on to, but the X-Men take it from them. And at the end, the Scarecrow and the others flee, with the Scarecrow not really doing much here either. Next, Scarecrow was in Captain America issues 158 and 159. All the villains from Scarecrow's last appearance are back, and Captain America and Falcon have to fight all of them to stop the crime wave. Scarecrow uses his birds to attack Captain America so he can escape, but the Falcon swoops down and pounds him. They escape, Captain America and Falcon follow, and Scarecrow gets a shield in the face, taking him out, sending him to jail. Scarecrow made a few cameos until his next story in Captain America issue 280. Scarecrow, as nimble as he is, jumps over rooftops into a guy's apartment and kills him. He sees that the TV report called him a madman and he flips out about it. Before he goes to kill someone else, he remarks that the flawless people in this world, underneath them, is just straw. Captain America ruins his next murder by tackling him to the ground, but Scarecrow is as athletic as ever. Scarecrow takes over a presentation and has thugs who have the same mask as him holding everyone hostage. He holds a political figure chained up in front of everyone. He talks about how his father abused him and his brother, and killing this man is what has to be done. Captain America barges in and takes down Scarecrow. When he does that, the Scarecrow starts screaming and begging not to be hit again, as if Captain America was his father. His brother explains that he went loopy in prison and made up lies to make himself feel better. His next big story was in Ghost Rider Volume 3, Issue 7. Scarecrow has escaped prison, leaving at least 2 people dead. He waits on a rooftop for Captain America to stop him, but he doesn't show. He wants to be feared and see the fear that he says is inside everybody. The spirit of vengeance shows up instead and grabs Scarecrow, dragging him across rooftops by his chain. Ghost Rider grabs Scarecrow by the neck and tells him he won't kill him, but show him his greatest fears. Scarecrow flings himself back purposefully on top of his pitchfork, killing himself. We see at the end, some guys take Scarecrow's body off his pitchfork. He next appeared in Ghost Rider Captain America Fear issue 1. During surgery, the Scarecrow gets up, heavily sedated, and kills everyone in the room, thinking that his mommy gave him this as a present, and he wants to be the Scarecrow again if this mommy will allow him to. The Scarecrow has lost it. He is going around killing people to release their fear. Anytime he gets close to someone now, they get frightened, and he can control crows by himself now too. Scarecrow attacks a woman but doesn't kill her, thinking she's his mommy. He decides to take her as he sends his crows out to get Captain America. The Scarecrow talks to the kidnapped girl. He tells her the doctor who brought him back to life gave him a mutant drug that causes everyone around him to feel afraid. Captain America finds the Scarecrow and attacks him, but is surprised when he sees the Scarecrow has superpowers now. Ghost Rider comes in too and stops him. Trying to escape Ghost Rider, Scarecrow throws himself out a window and falls on top of a metal spike, killing him. Or does it, since at the end, he pulls himself up off of it, his goal to continue killing. Then, he was in Ghost Rider Volume 3, Issue 38. The Scarecrow has a job to do now and won't be stopped. Well, while fighting Ghost Rider, he does get shot 4 times in the back, falls down, and apparently dies for real this time. He was then in Ghost Rider Volume 3, Annual 2. Scarecrow is back, unexplained. I assume he just got up after everyone left from his last appearance. Here, we get to see some more of his origin. His mom abused him as a kid, broke his fingers when she was mad and stuff like that, but that was really it for this time. He was in 2 more stories, but those weren't very important. He was then, finally I know, in a Spider-Man story in Untold Tales of Spider-Man issue 22. The Scarecrow here is just a common thief, stealing money and jewels. Spider-Man accidentally exposes himself to Scarecrow while trying to get pictures of him, and Scarecrow seems to have only fought Iron Man and the X-Men at this time in his criminal life. For Spider-Man, his Aunt May is sick and doesn't dare get hurt while as Spider-Man for her sake, so he tries not to have a fight with the Scarecrow, so Spider-Man slips away for another night. This issue takes place between Amazing Spider-Man issue 17 and 18. The next night, while robbing places, the Scarecrow gets a visit from the Green Goblin. He is offered to join the Goblin's gang and help him become the new crime lord of New York, but Scarecrow couldn't care less. Spider-Man tricks Scarecrow and he gets caught up in a giant web ball. Next, he was in Avengers Volume 3, issue 64. Scarecrow has killed the owner of a farm and has his 2 girls tied up. Not much else happens except Falcon defeats Scarecrow, and we get to see Scarecrow without his mask on when he has hair, and that is all. He was next, in probably his most famous appearance, the Sensational Spider-Man Volume 2, issues 29 through 31. We see Scarecrow fighting Spider-Man while falling out a building, and we see Spider-Man think that it's remarkable he has a Scarecrow too, so I guess there is some kind of Batman in this universe. He changes his look into the Green Goblin to distract Spider-Man, but in the Iron Spider suit it doesn't work, and Spider-Man punches him, but he still gets away. Scarecrow, Will-O-Wisp, and the reluctant Molten Man are together setting a trap for Spider-Man. Spider-Man and Black Cat team up, and he gets tied up off-screen by the Black Cat. His final appearance was in Cloak and Dagger, Volume 5, Issue 3. Scarecrow has an entire concert audience he is holding to terrify, and that's it. He doesn't fight anyone, no one stops him, no continuation in the next issue. That's all we have had with him to date, and he hasn't appeared in anything for over a year now. This Scarecrow started off as a man who wanted to have some more excitement, so he made a bad choice and became a villain, went to lockup which left him insane, then died and brought back to life with drugs and him giving him powers, always getting severely wounded and presumed dead. Maybe he's so forgotten because how little he did at the start of his stories, then he barely appeared in popular comics until the 2000s, but I think this character is great, one of my favorite forgotten rogues ever. I like how people get terrified just when he's around them, and how bloody and dark this character can get, almost unthinkable for a Marvel comic character nowadays. This was the Scarecrow. I hope you enjoyed. Please consider liking the video and subscribing. Thank you, and have a great day.